Welcome back again, everyone. Today I'm reviewing a brand new cigar from Partagas. This is the Partagas 1845 Extra Fuerte, and the size is the Robusto Gordo, 5.5 by 52. A beautiful cigar. I'm going to hold it this way because I want you to see that band. Let me show you a close-up of the band now. This band is really from the original Partagas cigars from way back. Actually, on the press release, they describe how far back it actually goes. 1845. That's a copy of the band. The band is just a metallic silver. It is just spectacular. It is beautiful. Now, the cigar, as I said, was 5.5 by 52. It is comprised of an Ecuadorian Habano Lajero wrapper, a Habano Connecticut binder, and the filler is Dominican Palato Cubana, Nicaraguan tobacco from 3 growing regions, Guardian, Esteli, and ASP, and just a myriad of different tobacco regions here. The cigar is very dark brown. There is your density. It has a nice feel in the hand, and I am very anxious to review this cigar. I had one previously, so let's get right to it. The Partagas 1845 Extra Fuerte Robusto Gordo. That band is sharp. It is so sharp. Okay. Very good draw. You've heard me say before, get a little piece of my mouth. When it has just a touch of firmness, it's nice. But that's going to be an excellent draw. Yes. I am going to attempt to describe this flavor, and it's going to sound ridiculous. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I'm trying to put it in terms to where you could actually simulate it in your mind. It's a sweet cedar, but there is a heavy influence of only what I could describe as a red licorice. As weird as that sounds, mix that in with the sweet cedar, and it's that sort of a high-end flavor that's sweet. Wood notes, coffee notes, black pepper at a 7.5. That's how I'm going to let it go for now. I understand that the way I described those front-end sweet flavors was a little different, but that's the only descriptive term I can come up with to tell you how it tastes. Others may call it something else, but actually that's how it tastes to me. Okay, win, lose, or draw, that's how it tastes. It's very sweet, it's very nice. Cigars coming across right away is not a very mild cigar. I would call it medium to full right out of the gate. That's the feeling it has, that's the flavor it has. The finish is a lot of sweetness to it. There's wood notes, cream notes, and sweetness of sweet cream with wood, and some lingering black pepper is what I'm getting. And of course, we just started. We're very early, so let's let the cigar, as always, come into its own. Let's let it settle down for a minute. I'm sure I'll be back soon to nail down these flavors, but that's how the 1845 Extra Fuerte is starting. So let's see where we go from here. Well, we're about an inch in, maybe a little more. And the licorice flavors, the red licorice flavors, have actually subsided, but you are left with a very sweet cedar with a lot of brown sugar sweetness to it. A lot of wood notes and a coffee base, but the coffee is there, but it's almost overwhelmed by the brown sugar sweetness in the cedar. The wood is actually your third flavor. The coffee would be a distant fourth, but it is down. It is down there. The black pepper is a very potent black pepper and very noticeable. The finish now is more of a straight sweet cream with some lingering black pepper. So the cigar really did settle down. It did not hold that extreme sweet, odd red licorice flavor attached to the cedar very long, but when it was there, you could not mistake it. So that's where we are. Let's see what happens next. Well, as you can see, I'm about 2.5 inches in. We've got about 3 inches remaining. And the cedar is still sweet. There are a lot of wood notes. The brown sugar is still there. There are now subtle notes of nutmeg and almost hints mixed in all those flavors of a distant spearmint, but it's just a touch. Just a touch, okay? You get hints of it, and it's just a touch. Finish is still the same, but it's a myriad of flavors. It's just so many different flavors. It's actually a little hard to pin down, but that's my best assessment. Now, when I say that there's a hint of spearmint, it's the very top end flavor, and it's just like at the apex, just a little flash. It goes away. But at the very top end pinnacle of flavors, you get that little flash, just enough to make you go, So that is where we are, folks, with about 3 inches remaining. Well, we got about 2 inches remaining. And here, the cedar is still sweet, but it is almost overwhelmed by the heavy brown sugar and wood notes. They are very heavy. I want to express that, very heavy. That's your main flavor. You do get the cedar first, but then those two just come in and wipe it out. There are still subtle nutmegs. I am still getting that apex spearmint flavor, and you could add coffee as the base, as I said originally. The finish is the one thing that's a constant right now. It's a sweet cream with some lingering black pepper. The cigar is very close to full-bodied now, and as a matter of fact, I'll give you full-bodied right here. So that's where we are, about 2 inches remaining. Well, as you can see, I'm down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, the cedar is very subtle. It is overwhelmed by the brown sugar and wood. That is your main flavor. The nutmeg is quite subtle, quite subtle. It is all overwhelmed by the heavy brown sugar and wood. Now, as you can see, this cigar takes quite a long time to smoke, over an hour and a half on a 5.5-inch cigar. It's quite dense, quite packed very well, burns very evenly, very full-bodied. This is one of the fullest Partagas I've ever had, and had some nice flavor notes here and there. The apex that I talked about with the spearmint notes is still there. It's still just kind of a flash. Finish remained about the same throughout, except for the very beginning. If you recall, the very beginning it was one thing, but it pretty much settled down to that sweet cream and lingering black pepper. Black pepper was very good on the front end also. This was a very heavy cigar, very full-bodied. The Partagas 1845 has been a very interesting cigar. The Extra Fuerte is very full. That's got to be where the Extra Fuerte name comes from. The only negative I could say about it is it didn't have really any richness to go along with all those deep flavors, but very good cigar. Should be on shelves now. As a matter of fact, price point for this cigar should be around $7.50. There are other sizes which I'll just show you on the blog, so check that. But very good cigar, very heavy. The brown sugar and wood made it very interesting, and that apex of spearmint was very interesting. All in all, scoring it out, I'm rating it an 89. Very good cigar by Partagas, on shelves now, so get them. And I'll also be reviewing later on the Extra Oscuro, which is the other of the Partagas 1845s. There were two actually came out, and it is an extremely dark cigar, very dark. So we'll get to it a little later on. But there you have it, the Partagas 1845 Extra Fuerte.